horrible through the last two corners, and now
there's Kimi Raikkonen starting his flying lap into Kopp's corner. Here's a man with an awful lot on his mind. Whatever happens here, he's going to have to go 10 places back on the grid. Same scenario as the French Grand Prix last weekend. He hangs it all out because he wants to be as far up the grid as he possibly can be. He'll want to see P1 at the end of this lap because that'll mean P11 and an opportunity to attack. He knows his teammate Montoya is going to be at the front of the grid tomorrow. It is all to play for tactically, and Raikkonen is sticking it on the line here. He's almost 0.4 of a second faster than Jenson Button. Remember though, he'll go 10 places back from wherever he gets.
well wide in Stowe corner, just about got away with it, but he would have given a little bit away there, but so fast down to the first sector. But surely he's not going to go light. He's got to carry some fuel to get him a good distance into this Grand Prix. But you're right, P11 would be the best, would at least save him something. He was 13th on the grid last weekend, finished second. If he can get up to 11, he's got a half a chance still of winning the Grand Prix. Different line altogether to Button through the final part of the complex, but still a third of a second up.
This is to put pressure on Alonso, who's now warming up for his flying lap. He'll be the last man to go. He'll be told what Raikkonen's done. He wants to put as much pressure as he possibly can on him to remind him he'll come through the field tomorrow. This has been a special one from Kimi Raikkonen. He goes across the line just under 0.3 of a second ahead of Jenson Button, and Ron Dennis loves it. Now last weekend, Martin, remember in France he was right up the front of the grid, and it turned out he went 9 laps longer in the race than the guys he was racing against. So quick was he in qualifying. It really was an amazing effort. I wonder if he's done the same here again today and carrying that extra fuel. We'll find out in the Grand Prix tomorrow. Here's a man with who's going to try and snatch the pole then from Jenson Button.
Well, Raikkonen's a 10 out of 10 driver for this year, no doubt about it, and so is this man, Fernando Alonso. He's been supreme. He's managed to keep himself in the hunt at every kind of racetrack all over the world that we've been so far this year. Always with carrying a bundle of understeer, the front sliding around, but somehow he manages to keep good apex speed at the same time. Don't know how, but it works for him.
Well, he's a 10th down on Raikkonen after one sector. Very quickly, Michael Schumacher, we missed him out. Marks out of 10. People at home will want to know what you think.
9 for Michael. I think he's put in some stellar performances from time to time, but Alonso now, can he beat Button? I tell you what, that's going to be close, James.
It certainly is. Jenson Button a 1:20.207, and Alonso is 0.3 faster than him after the first sector, so he certainly was on target after sector 1. He's coming towards the end of sector 2, rips underneath bridge. A blur to all the people standing underneath, and he's a 100th up on Raikkonen. Never mind Jenson Button. This looks like it's going to nick the pole away from Jenson Button. Remember, Raikkonen will go back 10 places. This has been another one of those laps from Fernando Alonso, who seems to qualify so very well. He's never raced here well. 10th is his best result. This is to set himself up for tomorrow for victory at Silverstone. He goes across the line 0.02 of a second faster than Kimi Raikkonen, and that is a net pole. He takes it away from Jenson Button. Kimi Raikkonen will go down to 12th on the grid, so it was a double whammy as far as Kimi Raikkonen's concerned. And live now is a disappointed man, I imagine, Jenson Button.